It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Hey, dude, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Let's Bet It. Um, Music going here. Um, Not the best night last night in the W. My plays went 0-2. I foolishly once again went against GLB system with the Mystics and the Sparks. Took the Mystics money line and it made a ton of sense to me. But that was a loser. And then the Fever Sun game should have went over. Um, but that was a loser as well. So we'll get back to it. Get some money, find some money. There's a big slate of games on the board today. So we'll try to find us a little bit of money here. A couple comments. GLB, lots of good data in the WNBA, less cash. And today I am not going against GLB system. I will probably tell it. So I've lost a couple bets this week. I'm kind of going contrarian a little bit. AOD, what's up, bro? In the chat. Let me turn. All right. Let's hit this first game. First game up, Dream at the Sky. Sky are getting 9.5 at home. Some injury news for the Sky. Ariel Atkins and Angel Reese are out for the Sky. Took a couple of notes, just capping this game, taking notes. I mean, obviously the Sky are going to be missing a lot offensively with Reese and Atkins out. But on the flip side of that, too, they're going to be missing a lot defensively. Angel Reese is an excellent defender, excellent rebounder. Ariel Atkins in her own right isn't bad on that end either. One play that I was looking at, and I kind of with this, I couldn't be mad if you take the over. Because you would think the under, right? Missing Angel Reese and missing Ariel Atkins, missing that offensive production. But defensively, I think that they could really suffer on that end as well. The Dream, come in. They're not the best offensive team, but I do believe that their offense has been playing a little bit better recently. But the one play that I looked at that I haven't played it is the first half under. 78.5. The Dream are 8-1-1 to the first half under on the road this year. They're also first in effective field goal percentage allowed in their last 5 games. So they've really, and this is in the first half, they have really clamped down to start games. So 78.5 seems a little bit low, for a first half, but I mean, there are some trends to support it. The Dream's last 4 road games, they're first in defensive rating in the league, and they're also last in pace in the first half too. When their last 4 road games, which kind of suggests to me they slow the game down and they play defense. So first half 78, first half under 78.5 is definitely a look. But there's a prop in this game that I will get to the window to when I get off of here, and that's Camila Cardoso under 9. I understand that she's not that Angel Reese will not be suiting up today. That she will not be suiting up today, but that still doesn't scream that she's going to go out and have a monster rebound game. She's not a good rebounder to begin with. Pulling her numbers up here on Outlier. She had 5 rebounds against the Dream in her last game against them, and for the year, she hasn't gone over 9.5 rebounds in all of the games but two. 88% is her under rate at this line. So that's going to be, you can mark that down as a bet for me. Like I said, I'm going to bet it as soon as I get off here. I just want to make sure I'm giving you guys accurate. Make sure I'm giving you guys accurate numbers. Let me find Cardoso here. %, of the games this year, she's went under this mark. So that is definitely going to be an official play for me. You can get it. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. You can get it for -120 on MGM. So that's definitely going to be a play that I'm going to make, is Cardoso under her 9.5 rebounds. So, and then, like I said, the other play that I'm looking at, not quite sure if I'm going to get there, is the first half under 78.5. Just side note, any plays that I get to the window with, follow me on Twitter. And turn your alerts on. I will always post my plays on Twitter. So just like I said, follow me, Dropping Dimes on Twitter, and actually follow the whole crew. Can't Stop, the Cat, GLB, all three of us, man. We have great looks every day. So follow all three of us on Twitter. All right, let's move over to the next game. Mercury and Lynx. Lynx are laying 10 at home. Total sits at 158.5. The Mercury are obviously, without Copper and Sabally. Lynx are returning home after a road trip. I like the Mercury and I like the Lynx defense at home. It seems like they kind of lost their offensive kind of, or not offensive, but defensive identity being out on the road. But I just see them coming back home and really locking down on defense. This is one play that I probably will get to the window under. I like this first half under a little bit better than the previous game, but the first half under 81, is a good look for me. The Lynx are 6-3-2 to the first half under at home. The Lynx are also the best defensive rated team at home. So the under in the first half just looks a little bit more appealing to me. Don't really have any player props in this one. Not really sure to do with this prop wise, but I do like the first half, that first half under. I feel like too, I think GLB might have had a system on this, but I like the Lynx to cover this spread. I know the Mercury are kind of used to playing without Copper and Sabally, and the Mercury have signed Bonner, DeWanna Bonner, to come off the bench there. But man, I don't know. I just feel like this is a really good get right spot for the Lynx heading into the break, and I kind of lean them to cover this 10, but not something I'll play officially. All right, let's move over to the next game. Valkyrie is Storm. Storm laying 4.5 at home. Total sits at 156.5. Total sitting at 156.5. This is another tough game because I absolutely hate the Storm. I really do. GLB, are you talking about the previous game or this game? He likes a Storm team total over. Strong system to support it. The play that I like in this game, is the Valks first half +2.5. And the reason why I like it is because of what happened to them the previous game. They got hosed at the end of that game. It was pretty bad. And the officiating throughout that game was bad in general. So I just feel like I feel like the Valkyries are gonna be pissed. I'm not saying they'll come out and win the game. They could, um, but I don't trust Seattle at all. And I think that the Valkyries are the better coach team. And I think at least for a half, for the first half, I think they come out and on fire. Like, you know what I mean? Especially defensively. I really think that they're not a very good offensive team. They kind of, and just watching that team in person, like I went to watch them when they played the Fever last week. Watching them, it made me tired. Like real shit. Like it made me tired. Like they stay up in you. Like they're attached to you every single play. It seems like it's crazy, but that just goes back, to, like I said, the coaching, the culture that they've created. They are tough as hell, and I think they are going to get into the playoffs, and I think they are going to be an absolute problem for whoever they face. So that's probably going to be another play. My bad, above. That's probably going to be another play that I get to is the Valkyries first half plus 2.5. It's been a wagon all season. And I just don't trust the Storm as far as I can throw them, to be honest with you. Didn't have too much on props. I know Gabby Williams has been a wagon. Trying to think who else. But I know Gabby Williams has been very profitable with her PRA. So no reason I couldn't talk anybody off of playing her over her PRA. Let's hit the next one. Fever at Liberty. And that's wrong. Fever or Liberty are 9.5-point favorites at home. Let me change that so that is accurate. That should be minus 9.5. Okay, yep. So Liberty are laying 9.5 at home. Obviously, the big news in this one. Before we get into that one, GLB has has a system for the Lynx game. The under is 12-2 when the home team is a double-digit favorite, and I feel like that just makes too much sense. That just makes too much sense for me. Like, and that just coincides with that first half under. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. But yep, let's get to this Fever Liberty game. Obviously, Caitlin Clark is probably not going to play in this game. She re-aggravated the groin injury. You could see it. She went and banged her head against the stanchion on the court, and I think I even saw her in tears a little bit on the sideline. Just another setback for her. It's been a tough season of her staying healthy. So I can't see them playing her, especially with with the All-Star break coming up, and she's in the All-Star game is here in Indianapolis, so they're probably gonna sit her out just to get her ready to basically be the ambassador for the city this weekend. So while she's not officially ruled out, I would be super shocked if she plays. A couple of things that I like in this game. I think this is entirely too many points for the Liberty. The Fever are used to playing without Caitlin, and they found something with Ari McDonald when they signed her. When Caitlin was hurt initially, they signed her and they brought her off the bench and started Sydney Colson. Well, Sydney Colson wasn't working. Wasn't working in the starting lineup. As soon as they replaced Sydney with Ari in the starting lineup, they got better. And defensively, like I think they got a hell of a lot better with Ari starting over Cece. Nothing against Cece, but she's just not she's not a strong defender yet. So for that reason, I like a couple of looks. I like the Fever to cover the game, full game. I like them. I especially like them first half plus 5.5. I really do. I just for the Liberty to be laying anything close to double digits right now, I don't like it without Jonquel Jones. This team is a totally different team with Jonquel. And I just think this is way too many points, even without Caitlin. I really do. And the fact that the Fever's defense gets, so much better with her off the floor, I really like the Liberty team total under. I know it, I can't say it's an ugly play, but it's not a play that I don't know. I just like the under for the Liberty. I really think that the Fever want to go into this break on a positive note. And I think they're really going to go hard to try and win this game without CC. I'm looking up. I had it written down in my notes, but I think I erased it. Let me look and see. But the home, their total at home is set at 87 and a half. And that's on FanDuel, and that's juice minus 122. I don't think there's going to be a ton of points here. I like the Fever full game. I like them first half. I like the under. Yeah, I like the Liberty team total under. Yeah, I just think that this is a game where it's going to be scrappy. The Fever are going to come in here. Like I said, they're used to playing without CC anyway. So I think they're going to come in here and really try to lock down defensively on the Liberty. And like I said, the Liberty, they're just not going to be the same team until the championship caliber team that they should be until they get Jonquel back. So GLB's got a look for his Liberty on 1-6-1 ATS. If they lost the first half in their previous game, that's literally the worst in the W. Yeah, that just further supports the spread in general. I think the market is overreacting to Caitlin being hurt. I think they're overreacting to the Liberty being the Liberty, being the champs, and just not really seeing the fact that the Fever actually, I'm not going to say they get better without CC, but they do get better in certain areas without her. And Ari McDonald has done an excellent job starting and filling in for her. Prop wise, I don't have much. I was looking at Aaliyah Boston under PRA because initially when Caitlin went out, her numbers really went down. But the last five games that Caitlin didn't play, she went over and by a lot in four of them. So that would be a look, but probably something I stay away from. All right, let's hit the last one. Aces at Wings. This line has moved more. The Wings are catching 6 at home. Total sits at 170. I don't trust either of these teams against the spread. If I had to trust somebody, it would be the Wings at home. They're returning home. But more than anything else, I like this over. I liked it in the Fever game when the Fever and the Wings played. But I like it even more, here in this spot. I think defense is going to be at a minimum for this game. The Aces are battling for playoff position. I know they're in that mix with the Fever, the Valkyries. I feel like there's another team. It might be the Mystics. It's the Mystics, yeah, because they lost last night. So they're kind of battling with those four teams or those other three teams. So I just think that this is going to be another 175 plus game. Neither of these teams could defend OJ, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? So I think the over is the look here. I don't have too much for player props on this one. I got to look over a little bit more, but just wanted to get some quick looks in for you guys before these early games started. My best bet for the show would probably be the one I'm most confident in. I think it's the Cardoso under 9.5 rebounds. I think that line is just too high for her. I think she'll have a better rebounding game, but I don't see her getting into double digits even without Angel Reese on the floor. The Dream are excellent at limiting rebound chances. They're an excellent defensive team. So I think they're gonna. It's actually gonna make it easier to keep her off the boards because Angel's not there, so they can expend some extra resources to keep her off. So my best bet for the show is Cardoso under 9.5 rebounds. This is the last set of games before the All-Star break, so we'll be back next week. Can't Stop may have a look or two that he may want to share with you guys for the later games. But until then, follow us on Twitter, like and subscribe for the show. We're really trying to get to 100 subs. I think we're sitting at like 91 or 92 right now. So just, subscribe, like and subscribe, and turn your alerts on so you'll know when we're going on. And until then, John Witherspoon is going to take us to the crib.
If you broke, try to have a nice day. If you're fat, try to have a nice day. If you're skinny, try to have a nice day. If you got a big head, try to have a nice day. If your mama's ugly, try to have a nice day. If your daddy whoop your ass, try to have a nice day. If a dog bites you in the ass, bite him back and try to have a nice day. Try to have a nice day. See, that's my theme. Try to have a nice day. I'm about to leave right now. I'm going to try to have me a nice day. All right. Try to have a nice day.